Hey Scorpio, this is your tarot reading for the month of September. Scorpio, um, the energy that I'm picking up from this spread is one of defensiveness, of walls that were once up, um, I'm getting a vibration of defensiveness and protection this month. Um, Scorpio, overall though, I'm still trying to get a handle on the energy, but overall I'm not picking up that this month I'm picking up that there's still some emotional issues playing out. Um, some of you still feeling raw, like I said, still feeling kind of defensive. I'm also picking up that Scorpio, um, this is a time of you coming full circle um, in a lot of areas, particularly emotionally and financially. Some of you have been through some things in the past couple of months that has really shown you where you stand with certain people. Um, and some of you are realizing that you are all you have and that you are all you need. Some of you are realizing that me, myself, and I is where it's at right now, and it doesn't need to be anything else. Um, some of you have learned how to not just protect yourself. Some of you have learned that not only do you need to watch your back, you need to watch your front. And that's what some of you are getting good at, of being vigilant and seeing things before they happen, instead of basically being spiritually proactive. And again, this has to do with like different situations that you've been through over the past couple of months. Like I said, some of you realize where you stand now with certain people. Some of you realize that the grass isn't always greener. Some of you are realizing to follow your own lead, to follow your own movement, and to not get caught up in what other people are doing. That it may seem like going along with this person may be the move, or going along with this group may be the move, but you're at a place now where you realize the only person that you need to listen to is yourself. You've been steered wrong so many times that now you understand what it is to take all of your life experience and make decisions based on that instead of what other people are saying. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it's okay to get a perspective. Sometimes it's okay to get somebody else's input. But you're at a point now where you've grown and matured to a point where you don't necessarily need to do that all the time anymore. And you feel comfortable being the head and the leader of your own life. For some of you, this full circle moment is also coming through with money. For some of you, I'm picking up that work, when it comes to work or however you earn your money, if you have been feeling like you haven't been treated fairly, or basic things that you asked for, you haven't been able to get, now you know how to maneuver yourself. Now, like I said, you're in a space now where certain hindrance, excuse my cat, he's drinking from his water bowl right now, I'm sorry. Anyway, some of you are realizing right now how to negotiate certain offers when it comes to work. Some of you, like I said, are now in a place where you can kind of call your own shots. I'm also picking up that some of you would do well to work outside. Some of you have And some of you may be able to negotiate this at work, and some of you may just start incorporating this. If you work from home, you may start doing this. But I'm picking up that some of you have a spot where you like to go, where it's peaceful. I'm picking up that for some of you, it's by the water, and that it would do you really well to start doing your work in that location when the weather permits. Um, so some of you, like I said, you might, decide to grab your laptop and, whatever else you need and go to this location to do your work. At least that's what I'm picking up. And a lot of you may have different reasons for why you're doing this. It may be more peaceful there than it is at home, or it might be more peaceful there than it is at work. However, this is playing out for you. This is what is coming through. And that now you will be able to make requests on like the best working environment for you, and you get the okay. Whereas though before you might have got a bunch of excuses about why your employer couldn't accommodate you, and now they will be willing to accommodate you. Or you will be able to accommodate somebody, like I said, however the energy is playing out. I'm also picking up that for a lot of you, like I said, this is you're at a full circle moment in your life. So there's a completion of one phase in your life and the beginning of a new phase in your life. And for some of you, when these transitions happen, when something becomes the past, and now you have to step into the new, it can be a really sensitive time. And Scorpios are very sensitive people, whether they show it outwardly or not. And if they're not good at showing it outwardly, they may lash out, or at some point that vulnerability will come out in a Scorpio. And that's what I'm picking up, that at this time you may be very sensitive, like I said, to these new energies in your life right now. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed, sometimes you may feel anxious, and like I said, that may cause you to kind of like lash out, or like I said, this reading is full of like defensive energy. You may be feeling defensive over certain things. Like I said, the way certain things may have happened, the way certain friends might have reacted or done certain things, is kind of left you feeling very defensive. So it may be easy for you to lash out right now until you get acclimated to this new place that you are in your life. And again, that's with anything. When something is brand new, it feels awkward. It feels, you feel vulnerable, and you just want to cover yourself and protect yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. But be mindful. Like I said, be mindful of the fact that you are in a new place in your life. Don't just act like everything is all good and it's been the way it's going to be. And, no, you are at a new place in your life, and you need to unpack certain decisions from the past or certain things from the past, so that way you can move forward without being so defensive, without being so guarded. And this month is going to be the month where you start to, like I said, realize to yourself that you're in a different place in your life, and that might be why you're kind of snappy, why you're getting into arguments or disagreements with people for, it may seem like trivial reasons, but again, on the inside, you're just feeling very sensitive and very vulnerable, and you're just trying to have your guard and your defenses up because of these transitions that you're going through. What I'm picking up is that, like I said, some of you will find ways to balance yourself back out. Like I said, some of you maybe like I said, making changes and adjustments to your life. Like I said, working in a place or in an environment that is more suitable for you emotionally and mentally. Some of you will go back to certain things that you feel like may have been the reasons for certain events happening in your life. Some of you may feel like you should start going back to church. Some of you may feel like you need to get back to old friends. Some of you are just maybe feeling like because you turned your back on certain things or certain people, that's why life turned out the way it did, and that's not necessarily the case. Certain things had to play out. Certain things had to play out because, again, like, when things are new, especially when you were younger, when things were new, when you start off, new chapters, we're blind to a lot of things. But it's like I was saying earlier, Scorpio, now you're at a different place in your life where you have a lot more life experience to glean from. You have a lot more life experience to make more uh, um, clear decisions in your life. So don't think that anything in the past caused any hindrances in your life. I'm not picking up that that's the case. But by all means, whatever you feel like you should get back to. If you want to start going back to church, go back to church. If you want to start hanging out with your old friends, start hanging out with your old friends. But just know that you making certain changes, like these things would have played out regardless. Certain things just would have played out regardless. So don't have a mindset of like regret and, oh, if I had done this, and oh, if I had done that. Like, no, it's easy to go there. But again, that's just you being defensive, looking for someone to put your feelings onto, and it's you. So, don't do that. That's not healthy behavior. Again, it's not about blame. It's not about fault. It's not about had you done this or had you done that. It's about life, and that sometimes certain experiences have to happen to help you to grow. And that's what I'm picking up. And don't get me wrong, certain times there are certain times when, certain decisions are made that do hinder you, but I'm not picking up in the spread that that's the case. I'm picking up that certain things happen because there's certain life lessons that you needed to learn, period. But at the end of the day, like I said, this reading overall isn't negative. Like I said, I'm not picking up on anything crazy. It's just a matter of, you may feel like life kind of like shattered into a million pieces. And now, like I said, you're in a mode of trying to get yourself back together. But again, Scorpio, please be careful and mindful of how you pick up the pieces. Broken glass is sharp and can cut. So sometimes when you feel like your life is in a million pieces, sometimes the shit just needs to be swept away. You don't need to get down on your hands and knees to pick it up, picking up nothing broken and sharp. If that resonates with you, let it resonate with you. That's just what I'm picking up. But again, Scorpio, be mindful this month of how you begin your healing process. Be mindful this month of how you begin again, or how you start this new phase in your life. Because again, I feel like there is new windows of opportunity and new connections coming through for you. But until you learn these lessons, like I said, you don't want to, now that you're in a new cycle of your life, you don't want to end up back in habits that you once had. Like I said, you've come full circle, and now is the time for new beginnings in your life. Just be open to that. Don't be so guarded and so walled up that you don't leave room for new experiences that are meant to come into your life. By all means, like, the healing process is different for different people. Take time out and do whatever you need to do. But again, like, life is still, opening up for you in a way that is for your highest good, even if it does not seem like it right now. But like I said, you have come full circle. Just don't beat yourself up, and don't stay so guarded that new experiences, new people, new love can't come in. That is the energy this month for you, Scorpio. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.